Welcome everyone to another Do You Know Magic? And who knows magic? We have a special guest today, and also Thoralf. Everyone knows Thoralf knows magic. Do you want to redo it without you bonking yourself? Welcome everyone to another Do You Know Magic? And it's not only if you know magic, it's if this special guest and Thoralf know magic. Now everyone knows Thoralf. Thoralf knows magic. He's the kind of guy, if you go, does Thoralf know magic? They go, yeah, Thoralf knows magic. But we have Karsten today, Hall of Famer. A long magic career and a lot of information and knowledge that have come from it. Today, we're going to find out if you know more magic facts and trivia than Thoralf Severin. It's hard. He knows a lot of magic facts.
Let's do this.
All right, I've got a deck of 10 questions. Some of them worth more than 1 point. Most of them worth 1 point. At the end, the person with the most points wins. And you guys at home, play along. It's a lot of fun. Let's find out. Did you ever want to know if you're better at magic trivia than Thoralf Severin and Karsten? This is the way you find out. Keep your score, put them in the comments below. Tell us the questions that stumped you. Now, before we get into it as well, please, if you like this content and you want to see more, the measure we take to know if we're doing more of these is if you sub to these videos. So if this little button at the bottom is red, make it grayed out. Click on it. It costs you nothing and we enjoy it. Now, ready for question number 1? This is a fun one. I'm gonna put a card up on the screen. I've changed something about it. You guys all know Questing Beast. It's a joke. There's so much text on it. Ha ha ha. But in this case, I've changed something. It could be anything. It could be the stats line. It could be the text. It could be the set. It could be the art of the card. You have to identify what has been changed on Questing Beast. It's not the name. That's a little free hint for you. If you get it right, you get a point.
Like I've sometimes made the joke of, hey, this is like in my top 5 abilities on Questing Beast.
Yeah, which is good. But it just says everything. If you reveal and there's another ability on this card. No, I got it. Oh, that was hard.
It's time. Reveal your answers.
It's legendary.
Creature type is wrong. Yeah, well, if you think that's a lot of text on a text box, imagine having 2, because it's usually a legendary creature.
How did I miss that?
Which never made sense for me that this is legendary. Yeah. It's not questing, beast.
Yeah, exactly. Would you guys have gotten it right if I added it ahead?
My head?
No.
That was my other option. We'll go to question number 2. I'm going to name you 4 things. In Magic, an ability word is a word that thematically groups cards with a common functionality, but has no special meaning in the comprehensive rules. One of them, completely fictitious. Never was printed on a card, Wizards never made it. Which one? Coven, Sweep, Coalition, or Kinship? Reveal your answers.
Coalition?
You guys are both too good. Yes, it is in Coalition indeed. Sweep was in Saviors of Kamigawa, and Kinship was in Morningtide.
Sweep was so messed up. If anybody ever played Charged Against the Rubber, that was not fun.
I remember that. Picking up all the lands.
You just pick your lands and win the game.
All right, I'm gonna put another thing up on the screen. There's gonna be something hidden behind it. Thoralf, what I did is, because you know magic, I did something that Frank might be a little partial to. You're gonna have to guess what's behind the question mark on Gifts Ungiven. So that's not the actual art for Gifts Ungiven. Usually, there's not a big question mark on it. There's something behind it. What's usually there? Reveal your answers. Vases? A hand? Frank! Actually, it's owl statuettes.
But there's also the hand.
You didn't see the hand.
I mean, that was obvious.
No, I just knew like roughly.
She just had it stumped. Yeah, it's owl statuettes. I assume those are owls or some kind of bird. If you know better than I scoured the web for the answers to what these were. No one knew.
Also, she seems really unimpressed by them.
It's a very disappointing gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gifts ungiven! She's thinking about what she wishes she was gifted instead of owl statuettes.
Yeah, this could have been vases.
Cool. So no one gets
or a hand.
I do like that it's 4 items. That does fit with the cards.
It's a card. Now we're gonna go to question 4. Magic the Gathering loves reprinting cards. Oftentimes, it's exactly the same card, sometimes with different art, sometimes with a different frame that they had printed before. I'm gonna list off 4 cards, and you guys have to guess which one has been reprinted the most often. Which card has the most reprints? But there's a caveat. This is your chance to get far ahead. Currently 2-1 for Thoralf. If you guess the first one, 4 points. Perfect. But if you guess the second, 3 points. If you guess the third, 2 points. If you actually just stumble and got the last one, like a silly person who would ever get the last one, it's just 1 point.
I take Soul Ring.
Actually, Soul Ring is the card with the most reprints.
Yeah,
I didn't put it because it's too easy. Instead, what you guys get is Giant Growth, Lightning Bolt, Mana Leak, or Llanowar.
Oh, this is tough. Also, the stakes are so high.
Yeah, there's a lot of points involved.
The problem is, I really feel like it's Giant Growth, But all the other ones are so tournament relevant that there are so many World Championship things that they could have been reprinted.
Giant Growth has some top 8s.
It does?
World Championship 1997 in Girl Stompy.
Wasn't it Monogreen Stumpy? By Sven Geertsen?
Yeah. You know.
Why is this not a question?
All right, reveal your answers.
Lightning Bolt.
Both of you took the same thing. You're getting the same amount of points, which in this case would be 3.
Okay.
Because it's the second. The card with the most printings is Giant Growth. Here, with
You should have taken
44.
it. Should have taken it. Gone with your intuition.
I was burned before. Like, not from Lightning Bolt, but from Carl.
Mana Leak is the lowest at 19 and Lano House is 38. Question number 5. I'm going to show you a card and you have to guess what's incorrect about it. Thoralf, I told you, we favor Frank here. You have to guess what's incorrect.
I wanted to say it's
card.
Yozai. Also, fun fact, it's my second favorite card.
Is it? What's your favorite card, Thoralf?
Hidetsugu's second card. This is... All right.
Okay, reveal your answers.
The mana cost?
Oh, you guys are both too good. It still costs
Yep,
6,
yep.
but it's 2 white and 4 instead of 1 white and 5. This one, also an opportunity to gain a lot of points. I'm going to show you the art of a card, except it's super zoomed in, really close up. If you can guess it immediately on that card, you get 3 points. If you guess wrong, that's okay. We move to the next one where it's zoomed out a tiny bit more. If you guess that one, 2 points. Then if you don't, we move out to the full art. If you guess the name of the card according to the art, you gain 1 point. If you can guess what card it's from, you get 3 points.
Okay, I'm gonna ask something. Is that a cloud?
I think it is.
Because I just assumed it's underwater.
I'm not sure what it is. It's just funny looking, that's why I zoomed in on it.
Okay, I say it's Lord of Atlantis.
Lord of Atlantis, Frank?
But in Merfolk Mistbinder,
Merfolk
so we're
Mistbinder?
kind of thinking in the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
direction.
You are like, with the blues. Unfortunately, neither of you are right. Let's zoom out a little bit.
I will need a second.
Why are you counting?
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Do you guys have an answer, or you guys give up for this one? We zoom in.
I have an answer.
Okay, what you got?
Ponder.
Silvergill.
Ah, yes, Todd guessed it. It's Lorwyn Ponder.
Yes.
But and the reason why
Yeah, now I see it.
the reason why I counted the artist signed with 07 and the year.
Ah,
Nice one.
Very clever. Sherlock Holmes over here. Sherlock Todd.
And I was counting. It's like I knew I started with Nemesis, which was around 2000 and stuff. So I was counting up the sets. On the very first image, it looked like water to me. And then he said cloud, and I was like,
But what is that if it's not a cloud?
yeah, but it obviously can't be a cloud.
It's Magic the Gathering. I'm pretty sure they can have clouds underwater if they can planeswalk. This one, there's Alpha and Beta cards. Alpha and Beta are the first 2 print runs of Limited Edition, which is the first core set of Magic. There's no set symbol on these cards, but people who know Magic can tell the difference between an Alpha and a Beta card without seeing it on the stamp. How do you tell the difference between an Alpha and Beta card? You seem confident? Show me your answers. No?
It's how the corners are rounded?
Ah, yeah, well, you should have been confident because that is indeed the answer. It's hard to notice. If you're not a seasoned Magic card set knower, you wouldn't know. But if you look down, Alpha cards have slightly more rounded corners than Beta cards. Changing the die that was used to cut the cards resulted in Beta cards and all the subsequent Magic sets having less round corners than the Alpha cards. Todd seems to know the lore of the story quite well. I'm gonna read out a part of the story of Magic, and one part, I'm a liar. One of it is wrong. I got it wrong. You guys are gonna tell me which part of the story. We're traveling to Mirrodin. The setting for Mirrodin is an artificial world created by the planeswalker Karn, and named after the Mirrory by Memnarch. Mirrodin's environments and inhabitants mix organic and metallic. Mirrodin is orbited by 4 satellites, which are called suns and moons interchangeably, that correspond to red, black, white, and blue magic. Green was notably absent. Melara, the finest hunter and perhaps the most skilled warrior of the Elves, begins her story to find out why the monstrous levelers seek to destroy her. It is this search for answers that will begin to uncover the mysteries within Mirrodin.
I would say I found like 6 mistakes that I think could be wrong.
Reveal your answers.
It wasn't Melira, but someone else.
Thoralf has the answer for you. It was not Melara, it was Glissa indeed. Melara is actually a Slivok, not a elf. Like Eternal Witness, who's also a Slivok, and was abandoned at birth because she was a weirdo with no metal in her body. She was strangely immune to glistening oil, which is the flavor for the card, because she's immune to Phyrex and stuff. Glissa ends up being completed by Thornclex at the end of the story.
True.
I'm going to show you the art of a card, and I've used the magic of Photoshop to remove something from it. If you tell me what is missing on the art of Thinhorn Elves, you get a point.
There's a tree.
There's many of those.
Where? In front of the elves?
There's a tree missing.
Okay, I got something.
Let's find out.
I said the shirts aren't green.
I said the trees should be green.
The trees should be green?
Well, they should be.
Frank, I saw the beginning of your answer and I was like, oh, he's got it. But no, it's not that the tree should be green. Is there something you notice about the trees in the back that the tree in the front doesn't have? It's spikes covering the guy's face. Why does the tree have spikes? Now, Todd, are you a nice guy? Do you consider yourself a nice guy?
Only when it's not about magic trivia.
So, Frank's good at math. He doesn't need to think about this, but there's one card, yet there's 3 points missing for Frank. Would you want to make this sudden death? Well, not that. That sounds bad. No one's gonna die here.
Like, you can definitely beat me fair and square. It's all good. You
We'll do
knew
this,
your stuff.
obviously. But I just want to make sure I have no chance of saying no to this one. If I said yes in this take, assume that I said no 10 times before this aired.
And this one, luckily enough, only one person can walk away the winner.
Yeah.
Because this is the Price is Right. I'm gonna name you a card, and you have to guess its 30-day price average on Cardmarket. So the price in the last 30 days, there's a few that were sold. What's the average between all of those? The closest wins. This is the foil version of the original Snuff Out.
In euros, right?
In euros. Or pounds. We have pounds as well at Cardmarket.
All right. You ready?
Show your answers.
42.
Both of you guys went joke answers. Grow up.
I mean, it's roughly in the ballpark.
So the final answer is 77 euros and 71 cents.
Wow.
Thoralf still wins it. Going to show he could afford to be magnanimous. He would get it anyways. Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good play.
All right, so we found out Frank Karsten really knows magic. Still doesn't know magic as well as Thoralf. Thoralf really does know his MTG. You guys at home, tell us how well you did. Did you beat Thoralf? Did you imagine you should beat Thoralf? Did you know the price of foil Snuff Out all along and were waving at us like Andrea Mingucci was? Who did know? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're down there, while you're scrolling down, click that sub button. It helps us out a lot to grow the channel, and it helps YouTube show this content to other people. If you liked it, this is how you throw other people a bone. In the meantime, thank you, Frank. Thank you, Thoralf. We'll see you guys in the next video.